Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, I am going to be ranking all of the upcoming Forsaken killers based on hype. Basically, which ones I'm the most excited for, and I'm going to be explaining why I could be excited or not excited for some of these killers. But for most part, I do pretty much love all of the upcoming killers ideas. If this video does well and you guys want to see me rank the upcoming survivors on excitement, then yeah, leave a like. At number 13, now for all of these, I at least have some excitement for, or at least a lot of excitement. Cool Killer, I do not have that excitement. First of all, I don't know why he is even in this game. I don't know where he's from. He's literally a Kool-Aid man. I don't know how that can work with copyright. And he's just such a he feels like a joke character. Like, I feel like he shouldn't be in the game because he just sounds and looks like a joke character. I don't know what they could do with this moveset unless if he can be like breaking through walls like the Kool-Aid man. It's not very interesting. And I'm sorry to all two of you that actually are fans of this guy, but I don't know. He just does not seem that cool to me. Now at number 12 we have call me uneducated in like Roblox lore or whatever, but I don't know what the heck a is. Like, he's just kind of a black figure. I don't know if he's completely original Forsaken. I don't know what it has to do with Roblox as well. We don't know enough about him for me to put him any higher or lower. Number 11, I have the Masked and the Decayed. So, first of all, I don't see how these guys are going to be too different from Jason, because they both look like slasher characters. But also, I don't think these guys have a lot to do with Roblox, really, because looking at their designs, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. I don't know what these guys have to do with Roblox, but they look cool, but just the other ones look cooler. At number 10, I have Draco Bloxer. Draco Bloxer actually looks very cool. He's like a retro dinosaur character. I don't know where he's from, but what kind of shocks me about this is how is he gonna work as a killer? He's such a giant beast, and I know I'm gonna get to King in a second, but how is like a dinosaur character gonna work? I don't know if he has some like powers in the lore or whatever. I have no clue how he's gonna work. Number 9, I have King. King has a very cool design. He looks like after Guess 666, he's gonna be the next killer to get added. I have a few worries though. How is he gonna work? Because from the looks of it, he's going to be massive. Like, I'm talking, he can see the whole map massive, and I don't know how he'd work. How is that gonna work in enclosed spaces? I also don't know really where he's from in Roblox. Call me uneducated again, but I don't know what he's really based off of in Roblox. It kind of looks like Sword Fights on the Heights, which is epic, but his moveset, it's gonna be very hard to just see the survivors if he's that big. Overall, though, I think he still does really look cool. I just have a couple of worries about him. Alright, at number 8, we have Phosphorus. Now, we don't really know anything about this guy, except that he has a cool design. He kind of looks like he has some prisms, like rainbow prism. He looks like a snake. He looks like a Lady Unicorn from Adventure Time. But he looks interesting. We just know nothing about him, really. I liked his older design more, actually, but He looks interesting. He looked like he could have some lore with 2-time, but he doesn't look like he's based off of anything with Roblox, which is already a few points docked down for me. And on top of that, he has a very weird design, and we don't know much about him, but he does look cool. I feel like he could be very cool in the game. At number 7, we have Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer is always hyped to see in a lot of games. He is a super cool creepypasta. He can have some very good lore with some of the characters I can imagine. One problem, though, is I think he's gonna be too similar to Jason. They can lean into the whole go to sleep thing, but I don't know how much that's gonna differentiate himself from Jason. I am very hyped because in most games, Jeff the Killer is very cool. I mean, his name's Jeff. What's not to love? I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see how different he can be from Jason. At number 6, ironically, we have Guest 666. Now, Guest 666 is another hacker, which I really hope they start to lean away from more and more, because if the next killer is going to be Tubers93, I'm actually going to lose it, because I want there to be more other characters and not just hackers. But even with that said, Guest 666 looks pretty cool. He looks very different from what he's actually supposed to look like. Don't quote me on this, but I think he's a werewolf. Because he has, like, werewolf features. He kind of looks like he's a monster. But I feel like he could have some very cool attacks. He's gonna be the next killer, too, which also raises hype. He's just kind of... I'm very put off by his design and why he looks like a werewolf. If anybody knows, just please comment. But, I'm still very excited. He looks very cool. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see when he comes out. Number 5, I have Doombringer. What a name. Doombringer sounds absolutely epic. Apparently he was a Roblox admin. He looks very cool. I feel like this could very much lean into Roblox, you know? I really like how his chain ability works. But then again, he's also just very early into development. We don't know a lot about him, but what I do know is that I will be maining him when he comes out. At number 4, and now reading back on this, I probably would have put him at number 5 and put Doombringer higher, but oh well, it's Zombie King. Zombie King looks like an absolute beast. He looks like he's just gonna be giant. Maybe bring an infection game mode. I don't know how well that's gonna work. Maybe anybody he kills can be turned into like a zombie. I don't know. But what I do know is this guy looks sick. I feel like it would have been also cool if they could have an Undead Coming zombie. But I do like his design. I don't know what it's based off of. Okay, I guess it's based off the Zombie King from Police vs. Zombies, which isn't a lot like Roblox, but I don't know. I kind of want to see him. Like, look at him next to all these other zombies. I think he could have a cool infecting mechanic. I think this is a good idea, and I want to see where it goes. At number 3, we have Slenderman. I love Slenderman as a character. He looks very cool. I wish they kept his Roblox design. Oh my gosh, bro, the wind. I wish they kept his Roblox design, but he still looks very cool. I feel like he could have some cool teleporting attacks. Maybe something to do with his tentacles could be pretty cool. Overall, I think he's going to be very fun as a character. Maybe he can be more mechanical, but still can be very fun. At number 2, we have Azure. Azure, I don't know. Apparently, they have some history with 2-time. And, I don't know, I feel like he could have some really cool, like, wizardy brewery mechanics. Like, he can do the brew, make some potions, give, like, slowness and poison to survivors. I don't really know his lore. I think he has a sick design. I don't know. I think he just has he has a very cool concept and ideas. I really want to see where it goes, but and surprisingly, with the one we know about the least, well, sort of, is Charlatan. Charlatan is based off of Epic Mini Games. I think she has an amazing design. I think it's absolute cinema. I feel like she could have a really cool mini game mechanic where she forces survivors into mini games she has to survive. Overall, I really, and I mean really, love the sound of this character. She even has the epic face. I mean, it's actually peak. And I know I've been saying we don't know enough about her, but like, come on, dude. She sounds absolutely epic. All right, and that's it. I mean, I guess there's like guess 1458, but we know literally nothing about that character. I don't even know what it's based off of, but there you go. If you guys disagree, tell me why in the comments, and maybe I can reply. I don't know. And if you guys want to, I can make a survivor version for this. Anyways, bye bye.